everything I baked this week from a former pastry chef that now bakes for enjoyment. I started off by doing an auto list for a pizza dough and letting that sit while getting started on Polish for my first ever focaccia. After that, I went back to the pizza and added all of the rest of the ingredients. The secret ingredient is garlic powder. I always add garlic powder to my dough. In between the stretch and folds, I made a dough for a sandwich loaf and popped that into the fridge to proof overnight. Then I did some more stretch and folds before also putting that in the fridge overnight. The next morning, I pre-shaped the sandwich loaves and made a biga for some bagels, which was also my first time making them. No idea what was going on with me this week. But by trying new things, you learn new things, like how I don't like bigas. They're like way too stiff. I much prefer Polish as a pre-ferment. I haven't really noticed any sort of like flavor difference, but my wrists feel the difference. I finished shaping the sandwich bread and left that to proof before taking the focaccia dough out of the fridge. Also, don't you dare judge my shaping skills. I haven't baked bread in a long time and my muscle memory did not kick in. I know, it's bad. I decided to make it into a cinnamon brown sugar focaccia because my house, my rules. Also, I have to say this was one of the most pleasant doughs that I've ever worked with. Focaccia is just like sensory play to the max. It's so enjoyable. Then I made the bagel dough. Shout out to my mixer because without her, my arms would not still be attached to my body. I sliced the baked and cooled sandwich loaf to the best of my ability, which is not much. Bread cutting is not my forte. After that, the focaccia was ready to come out of the oven and color me shocked because in my opinion, it came out absolutely perfect. And it tasted like a cinnamon roll. 10 out of 10. Finally, I portioned and shaped my bagels, which definitely took me a minute to like master. But once I did, it was worth it. These bagels were so pretty. Before boiling them and baking them. And honestly, they came out pretty decent for a first try, and they weren't nearly as hard to make as I thought, so very happy with that. However, I don't recommend putting brown sugar on top of the bagels as a topping because it just kind of melts in the oven and then gets all sticky, and I did not like that. Also, no, I didn't forget about the pizza dough. I just don't want to get yelled at for my topping choices. So there you have it.